Welcome to Disconnecting from the Matrix, where the release is from within. Hello, Sovereign Creators. Welcome to episode 17, titled Game of Throne. Are you ready to be master of your world? Do you truly wish to be the sovereign of your kingdom? Take your rightful seat on the throne and claim the scepter of your authority? If you're serious about being a fully awakened, divinely embodied, integrated, and realized human in this lifetime, you're going to be asked to take on a specific challenge that I'll discuss today. Will you accept or will you postpone? It all depends on how badly you want to wake up now. I usually post a new episode once a week, but I took the past couple of weeks off because of a rather loud request from within me. I get these requests from time to time, and when it comes up, I take it up immediately because every time this happens, it's a clear call to action that there's something very important I need to learn at this point in my journey in order to reach a new level of knowing myself. The request was to lay aside anything that took some amount of time to do but wasn't critical, and to invest the time instead to get quiet and observe what's going on in my inner world. These requests don't come in words, but always through a strong feeling of knowingness. And this time I heard it not so much as a request as previously felt, but as a clear challenge, a throwing down of the gauntlet. Dear one, if you're really serious about walking the walk and being the living standard of the mastery and freedom that you think you know and talk about, this is it. Are you ready to apply it? Do you accept? Will you cross the line? You see, a big part of why I created this show was exactly for this reason, so that I can be held accountable for my words and the knowledge that I share. To be in total integrity of everything I express, so that it will become living wisdom for myself and everyone who chooses to be a fully awakened, divinely embodied, integrated, and realized human in this lifetime. This is showtime, folks, and I'd better step up and take on the challenge that I've been passionately wanting in all my lifetimes, to finally accept it now. So, what is this challenge specifically? If I truly wish to be sovereign, to be master, it's time to create my kingdom, take my rightful seat on the throne, and claim the scepter of my authority. And what and where is this kingdom, the domain of my sovereignty? It's my inner world, my consciousness. And how do I create this world of my free reign? By first observing, then organizing, then consciously directing every thought, feeling, word, and action. Yes, every single thought, feeling, word, and action. It was a call to start cleaning up the filthy, sloppy, chaotic mess of my current internal world and start the cleanup, the renovation, and rebuilding so that my new, gleaming, impeccably appointed inner kingdom, the home and seat of my consciousness, my temple, becomes the illuminating source and standard for the rest of my outpictured physical reality to obey. As within, so without. What I am is what is. What I give forth, I receive. You are consciousness, and consciousness creates reality. I think I say this in every single episode. The more methodically and thoroughly you can clear out all that you are not within your kingdom, the home that is your consciousness, and furnish it in exact specifications to what you are, your reality also becomes what you are. It's time to create your own kingdom of heaven within, not someone else's idea of heaven, but your heaven, so that you can live out your heaven here on earth. So yes, I accept the challenge. I got my work cut out for me, to put it mildly. And I'm overjoyed by the invitation. I give thanks for it. And if you also truly desire to be free, this is a challenge you'll come to face over and over again until the day that you're ready to accept. It's up to you to decide if you want to start now or delay it indefinitely. It really depends on how badly you want to be free. And for me, this is the only thing I want in all of my existence. Nothing comes close to my passion for restoring my natural state of living my divinity. How about you? How badly do you want to be you? And if not now, when? How many lifetimes? Wait, okay, forget about lifetimes for now because it doesn't even matter. Let's just take this lifetime. All the stuckness, confusion, dissatisfaction, disappointments, insecurity, fear, limitations, and a general pervasive unhappiness that seems to follow you around like a shadow everywhere you go. How do you suppose that happened? You didn't tend to your inner home. You got careless with it. You let your front door, back door, garage door, and all your windows wide open 24/7 for any and all vagrant mental, emotional, and psychic thoughts and energies to come and go as they please and make themselves at home. You let them trash your home, eat all your food, steal your belongings, and then they told you that you're a shitty host. Look inside. Who's there taking up permanent residence right now? Your mom, dad, teachers, ex-partners, bosses, and everyone else who told you who they thought you were. Up to no good? Not good enough? Not good looking enough? And how about all the sorrows of the past, the regrets, fears, embarrassment, guilt, anger, and self-negating thoughts that you've been collecting and hoarding in every space, closet, and drawer you can fit them into? You can see that just in this one lifetime alone, you've created quite a mess. Such an overwhelming mess that most people would rather not deal with it. So they live in denial, denying all responsibility, and denying the option to live in fulfillment of who they are. They concluded early on that this is the way life is, the lot that's handed to them, and live out the rest of their lives in giving up their creatorship and instead choosing victimhood. You are consciousness, and consciousness creates reality. Therefore, your reality is exactly what you are. As creator, your consciousness is your home, your castle, your kingdom. It's your temple. Whatever state you see your outer world as is exactly the state that your inner world is. You know, you can tell a lot about a person's character from how they keep their home and surroundings. Their life and surroundings are a replica of their inner environment. Likewise, take a look at the outer home that is your life, and it will show you exactly what shape your inner home, your consciousness, is today. Emerson said, What we are, that only can we see. The good thing is, there's never a need to guess what's going on inside, because it's all there in plain sight. Most people have to be dragged down to the bone, hit rock bottom, and run out of all outer options before they finally give up and surrender to taking the inner look. It's a last-ditch effort, but that's so unnecessary. Of course, it's always up to you how hard or easy you want to make it for yourself. But if you've had enough already, know that further suffering can be averted right this minute should you choose to do the inner work now, put on your captain's hat, and start changing the course of your ship, starting with just a slight turn of the wheel. Even a minimal change in trajectory has the potential to take you far off the conditioned path of your current reality. Forget daunting. Does the thought of managing every thought, feeling, words, and action seem flat out impossible to you? If that's how you feel, then wait until you get to a point where you're feeling a little more curious about the possibility, at least even in concept. Until then, you're still enjoying playing the game of being unconscious, and that's okay because at some point you'll get so fed up with it that you'll do anything to find a way out. All you need is an opening of possibility because that also indicates an opening in your consciousness to begin to know itself and play with creating a more authentic reality. Upon waking up, it's possible to delay your realization indefinitely, but it's impossible to go back to sleep. Eventually, you're going to want to fully awaken. And as you become more consumed with the intense desire to wake up, you'll go from, this sounds interesting, to, it looks tough, but I'm willing to try it. And then to a joyful, bring it, I'll do it, game on. The state of being fully congruent to who you are in every thought, feeling, words, and action obviously isn't going to happen overnight, although it could. But where's the fun in that? I'm at a point where I know for certain that it's possible for me and for anyone who has an intense desire to live fully in their I am. There's definitely some work involved, but consciously applying this idea in your life in whatever degree will show how even a small shift in your mind creates a shift in your reality. And each time you see and experience the validity of this transformation in your life, you'll find yourself more confident, inspired, and excited to see how much further you can carry this out until you start to see a new reality unfolding before you that inches closer and closer to the peace, freedom, and joy that is your natural state. Once you get the momentum going, it feels like a fun game that you're always excited to explore more of and play in. I like to keep episodes under 20 minutes, so this has been more of an intro. I want to say that I'd like to continue in the next few episodes discussing how I'm going about doing this, my observations, and share with you some practical tools. But really, every past episode has been, and all future episodes to come, is essentially about this. It's about cleaning house, cleaning your consciousness. We do this by first identifying, then disconnecting from all the I am nots and reconnecting with the I am as we reclaim our sovereignty. But I will make it a point in the next few episodes to keep a more specific continuity to today's topic. Because as impossible as it may sound at first, it's actually quite simple. You see, I used to make things overly complicated with this awakening business until I got so fed up and confused and stuck that I swore that I'm going to find the simplest way to go about it. And this is the gift that I'd like to share with you so that you can perhaps save yourselves years, if not lifetimes, of running around in circles. Earlier, I quoted a short line from Emerson that said, "What we are, that only can we see." Let me sign off by quoting it in context because I feel that it appropriately summarizes today's topic and provides a nice end cap to the presentation. So here goes. The foundations of man are not in matter, but in spirit. A man is a god in ruins. Man cannot be a naturalist until he satisfies all the demands of the spirit. Nature is not fixed, but fluid. What we are, that only can we see. All that Adam had, all that Caesar could, you have and can do. Build, therefore, your own world. Ralph Waldo Emerson. There you have it, a permanent way out of the 3D matrix. So simple, but not easy, yet also a joyful way to build confidence in your creator abilities as you move closer to your freedom. I'm your host, Alice Kim, and thanks for listening. Love, peace, joy, and freedom unto you. Be well. To leave a comment or read the transcript, visit the episode page at disconnectmatrix.com/podcast/17. Again, that's disconnectmatrix.com/podcast/17. And while you're there, please subscribe to my email list so we can stay in touch. Also, if you're on iTunes and are enjoying this show, please consider giving it a favorable rating and review for the benefit of future listeners. To contact me directly, my email is alice@disconnectmatrix.com. I welcome all your questions, comments, and any feedback that you have. Thanks again for joining me. Until next time.